Starting off looking distinctly like a gay porno. Great. Off to a good start, man.
Machine here. 19.
You know me, son?
Yeah, that's
You
the
know me, son? Who's gonna carry the boats and the logs?
Machine here. 19.
You know me, son?
Yeah, that's the
You know me, son? Who's gonna
So there's a few things I hate. One is guys capitalizing on their uniform to make money. SEALs love doing that. Every SEAL, I swear to fuck, they get a book deal as soon as they graduate buds. And I hate pointless fucking exercises that are just there to look cool for people that don't know any better. That is this guy. That is what he embodies. It is a bunch of absolute nonsense. And people just look at it and they think, oh my God, he's so fucking cool. The guy's obviously fit. There's really no debating that. But what the fuck is he doing? Like, nothing he does makes any sense. It is the most illogical nonsense. And you know he doesn't train this way. So why are we doing this? Why are we showing this off? These pointless, like sprinting Carl Gustav fucking practices, man. It's insane. I ponder if maybe the secret to getting popular on social media is doing a lot of shit in uniform and doing absolute nonsense and just filming it and putting some David Goggins over it. I'm very sure that's the answer at this point. Trust me, I do some ego lifting myself. I'm all about it. There's videos of me doing fucking kneeling jumps with a barbell. The most impractical thing. There's no reason to do it, but it looks sexy, and I did it. That's fine. So I understand the desire to do this stuff to look cool. I do level with you, but holy fuck, man. This guy, aside from making absolute insane claims like this will melt fat off of your fucking waist or it'll burn thigh fat and all this other nonsense that all of exercise science has debunked forever ago, aside from that, I can't help but think that I would fucking hate to have this guy as an NCO because he's probably coming up with the stupidest PT plans you have ever seen that just makes dudes miserable. There is nothing worse than starting off your day at fucking 6 in the morning than doing some shit like this for an hour and a half. I would honestly rather run the 5 miles in a fucking company formation than I would do some weird dances around dumbbells or these weird fucking little man in the woods that he's doing. And if you're an old school guy, you know what the fuck I'm talking about, but that is just ridiculous. Look, man, it's cool that they're using the social media platforms to hopefully inspire other people. I think it's great. But the shit that comes out of this, it's like, oh, this is the strongest Marine, the strongest soldier, the strongest whatever. And it's always some dude doing the most nonsensical thing. And you know they would crumble if you asked them to do a fucking 15-mile ruck march with full combat gear. They would just die. They would just disintegrate on the spot. You ask them to run a marathon, they're dead. They're fucking dead. You send them to a field environment or deploy them, and they're fucked again. Because now they can't eat their 6,000 calories a day, so they're toast. Like, I don't get it, man. I did classic physique before, and it was great. I looked great. I felt good, all that good stuff. I felt terrible, actually, but it was the most impractical thing. I couldn't run fast for distance, right? My resting heart rate was up. My fucking heart rate while performing was up. And going to the field was terrible because I was hungry all the fucking time. And that's the catch. When you are 250 fucking pounds, you got an appetite, man. You can't just go out to the field and live off of MREs very easily. Or mermites or whatever they're providing you with. Doubly when you're in an operational environment, you're moving a lot, you're rucking, you're humping all this gear. It's not practical by any stretch. And in the end, our job is to be ready to deploy. We're supposed to be ready for combat. That's what we're supposed to do. You cannot do that if, one, you're making sure that you weigh so much no one can fucking carry you off the field when you're in full combat gear. That's not helpful. And number two, you are a liability if you cannot keep up with the dudes. Your ability to do some weird sprinting Carl Gustav shit or dancing around dumbbells doesn't really correlate with humping 80 to 100 pounds of gear up mountains. It doesn't translate, man. It's just impractical shit. And maybe I shouldn't care, but it puts a little sandpaper up my ass, quite honestly. It irks me deeply. It bothers me. I hate seeing it. It's just nonsense. Just people looking to either get attention or sell way overpriced training programs. And that is even worse when it's come from guys taking steroids. I don't care if people take steroids. I never have. It's never been a concern of mine. I'm all for it. I don't give a fuck. But if you're going to take PEDs, you probably should not also try to sell training programs and promise you can be like me. No, you cannot. And you got these desk jockeys more than likely selling this shit. It's just a bad look, man. I don't know. I'm sure I'm gonna get a lot of hate. That's fine. I don't really care. I know I got ratioed pretty quickly when I made videos about this fit Marine guy. He's got all 4 million fans backing him, and that's fine, man. I don't care. It's not my problem. I've got a very extensive education and experience in this field. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm not really worried about it. I don't think it's necessary to do a bunch of weird showmanship to validate you know what you're talking about. I know social media disagrees with that highly. They like to view the spectacle, but it's just nonsense, man. It's absolute nonsense. That's about all I got for you for now.